This is a question about completing the square to find the equation of a circle. And in this situation, what you need to memorize is b over 2, b over 2 squared. And b over 2 squared is what you add to both sides of the equation. And b over 2 is how it factors after you do that. So let's show you what that means. A quadratic is generally in the format of ax squared plus bx plus c. So here, it's like we have most of a quadratic right here and another part of a quadratic here. And each of them has a b. So they have 1x squared, which would be your a, that would be 1, plus 20x, that's your b. And 1y squared, that would be your a, would be 1, plus 16y, that's your b. So when we talk about b, we're talking about the thing that's in front of x or y to the first power. So let's write that out. For x and for y, we have b over 2, and b over 2 squared. So here we have 20, here we have 16. Divide them by 2, square them. And now we know that we'll be adding 164. So let's write out the original equation. X squared plus 20x plus y squared plus 16y is negative 20. And we know we're adding 100 for the x's. And we know we're adding 64 for the y's. Altogether, we just added 164 to the left side of the equation. So we now need to add 164 to the right side of the equation. Now we think about how to factor this part right here, x squared plus 20x plus 100. In regular factoring, we'd say, well, what two numbers add to 20 and multiply to 100? And the answer would be 10 and 10. So this part would factor to x plus 10 times x plus 10. But of course, we knew that already because the method tells us that. So this would be x plus 10 squared. And here, what two numbers add to 16 and multiply to 64? 8 and 8. But of course, we knew that already as well. So this factors to y plus 8 squared equals 144. And so now we have it in the equation of a circle. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Our center, h comma k, is going to be negative 10 and negative 8. And that's because the equation itself has minus signs. So what you see here is going to be the opposite of what it really is. And the radius is going to be the square root of 144. It's going to be 12. And that's because r squared equaled 144. And if we took the square root of both sides there, we would get r equals 12. So we know our center is negative 10, negative 8. The radius is 12. We're being asked for the center, and so that's b.